Nigerian nation is currently insolvent. We are borrowing money to pay salaries because Nigeria has been fragmented into bits beginning from 1967. 12 states, 19 states, 21 states, now 36 states. Because we thought we have so much money. There's room for many governors, many assembly members. At this point now, we are broke. So we have to contract, we have to aggregate back. If somebody is living in a 10-room mansion and the economy is now bad, is it not good for him to go to a 2-bedroom house? So we now need 8 centers of governance, not 36. We need only 1 parliament, not dual camera. And all the boundaries of Nigeria will remain the same, but then we'll reduce the level of civil servant, public service.
But there are implications here, Doctor.
Development.
I know you're still trying to explain, but the little you've said, there are implications. When you talk about shrinking the number of ministries, you talk about 1 parliament, you talk about, you know, having just 8 centers as against having 1 center of government. What about basically you have to break apart before you can put together. Have you considered the fallout that might come from the unemployment, the mass unemployment that will now come up? Or do you have a plan as to how to integrate? We have multiple ministries as it stands, and we are still employing.
First of all, change comes at a cost. At present, we have government for politicians, government by politicians. Citizen has no place at all. Look at Lagos, cholera in Lagos. There is no pipe-borne water. We are using sachet water. In the 60s, and from Ilesha and Osun State, there was pipe-borne water on every street. We have so much rivers, no money to dam them to provide water. We have 3,000 megawatts of power for 25 years. Citizens are being paid for doing nothing. Refineries are not producing petrol, and we are paying salaries for all these years. How can we continue like that? So if you don't, and we have a 3-year plan, it's not going to be sacked today. People will have to find new jobs. And there are new jobs. We are not farming. We are not raising cows. All the roads are not maintained. All buildings are dilapidated. There is more work.
But these things you're talking about are more of leadership challenges. How do you propose that creating this regional government will truly address these challenges? Are you looking perhaps at the competition that will emerge among the regions to grow? On the flip side of that, that competition may not bode well for the unity of the country.
Unity of Nigeria is not, we are not really united. We are only deceiving ourselves. We are not united. That's why we have Boko Haram, that's why IPOB. If you don't lower the temperature to open up a conversation to really know what is the problem, we are just deceiving ourselves. Until we now discuss what the next 1 year, who is where, who wants to live with whom, on what terms, then we'll be on the road to recovery. It doesn't mean one day everything will be solved, no. But we are on a wrong course now. We have to do 180 degrees turn. There will be challenges, I agreed. But we just have to embark on a new journey.
Okay.
Please, a quick point.
Something interesting.
A quick point.
Okay, go ahead.
A quick point. If we go to the next election in 2027 with the same 100 million naira form to run for president, 50 million naira to run for Senate, only money bars can run. No serious person can run. And money is not everything in leadership. The way it is now, if you stolen money, you buy your ticket, you buy your office, and then you insult the citizens. That's how it is. Look at Governor of Kogi State. He invited a few to show up. Is that right?
So is this more per se of nostalgia for you? Because on the one hand, the Nigeria that you reference when we have this regional government and the Nigeria of today are not exactly the same. But there are things that are the same. We find that the leaders you had in the past are still the leaders you are. We just recycle them. They change clothes. You know, if one party is not working, they metamorphose into something else and they perpetuate themselves in power. So is it not just changing one name for another and still recycling the same leaders? Because the question I asked you earlier remains. You talked about how infrastructure was. Lagos had water and all of that. But that same problem remains. And it's the same leaders that we've been having over the years.
It is not. In the 60s, parties were based on ideology. There was action group. The motto was freedom for all, life more abundant. They have 4 cardinal programs: education free, health free, employment and industrialization, and they were focused on it. But in the last 25 years, is cash and carry politics, no ideology. When we refer back to the regions, the Igbos have a way of life. The Yorubas have a way of life. The way they will run government, it will be clear. And we shall compete. In the 60s, the Western region was doing certain things. The East would do certain things. The North would do certain things. And they were making progress. But now, it's just to share money in Abuja. The governors take the money every month. They pay a little salaries, a little pension. That is all. We don't know what happened to the money again.
I mean, Doctor, you keep going back about the economic situation. And my worry, you say it is not the same people. The person we have now as president was around when we had the Abiola situation. The previous president was in the military era before we became a democracy. And now we have the situation. Realistically, how will this work in today's Nigeria? I even hear that you are proposing, I read a bit of your interview, suggesting, and you alluded to that now, that each region, maybe this tribe has their strengths. Are you suggesting a regionalization that's based on religion or tribe? Or were you misquoted there? Because I asked that question now based off of what you said.
Absolutely. We cannot differentiate from humanity in the world. In Europe, there is Finland for Finnish. There is Sweden for the Swedish people. There is France for the French people. There is Germany for Germans. There is Holland for Dutch. Even United Kingdom, there is Wales. There is Scotland. There is Ireland. And you know, identity of human beings is very important. Even in Nigeria, people don't steal money from their community associations. because you are from the same town, the same people. But you can steal money from Abuja. I won't steal money from Ijesha people now because I'm from there. But Abuja money is crude oil money. Nobody owns it. So let's face reality. We have to show our face in the sun. Absolutely, absolutely. I know that we have to differentiate, but we will respect each other. We are still neighbors. That is it.
Welcome back to Local Journal, my people. Dr. Akin Fapohunda, no one rests on top of this restructuring and this regionalism matter. We know say in don't grant interview for so many places, and the explanation when they give about this restructuring and regionalism issue, na very perfect one na be for the current challenges what they encounter for inside this country. I like this man for the fact say in they very honest and in they very vast and in they very open to the scrutiny of this in document and contribution from other Nigerians. And for a fact, in a person where they do something for selfish interest, you go know this man is over 70 years now and he no get anything like that where he go benefit inside this restructuring and this regionalism matter, but he just want the country, make the country better. And na the reason why in they go extra mile to ensure say our leaders listening to waiting in the talk for inside this video, so that they go fit change the constitution of this country and so that this country go fit better. The truth be say, if they don't fit follow everything where this man they talk for inside this video, it better make them divide the country, make everybody go in way, because the current crops of leaders all we get now just to steal money and mortgage the future of Nigerians. Now waiting and sabi be that too. The current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where been be one of Nadeco's staunch members, now in there on the seat of power now, but he know they talk anything about this regionalism matter. He know as Nigerians they clamor for this regionalism, and he suppose no say waiting Dr. Akin Fapohunda they talk about this whole thing. Now the best way for Nigeria to go. I know say we don't listen to various interview of Dr. Akin Fapohunda, but for every news station where he go, they always get new things and new ideas to put inside this in document. And now the reason why he be say we they always like to they talk about this man and waiting this man stand for be this. So in talk plenty things inside this video, and I go play the remainder part of the video so that we go all watch them together. But before we watch them, if today might be the first time you visit our channel, I beg make you like, make you share, make you subscribe.
Interesting submissions there. I mean, I keep going back to the question of leadership, but you find a way not to, address that question square on. We recycle leaders in this country, and you're proposing a new model of government, and they will find a way to metamorphose into that system. So when leadership is not changing, I wonder how, the changes we're looking for will come. But that aside, let's talk about
let me give you a point.
How your bill moves and becomes law. Already, the House of Reps says there are protocols for introducing a bill, and you seem to be boycotting all of this. What do you aim to achieve by presenting? Oh, by the way, there was media reports that you were supposed to present the draft to the president. Were you able to do that?
I've done that.
Okay, so what was your aim?
In my proposal, I will come to that.
Okay.
The election system will be different. There will be no INEC again. Each region will decide on how they want to send people to Abuja. They will be free to draft a constitution to say who can become a legislator. Currently now, you are a failed secondary school holder. You can become president. In Western region, you must have PhD perhaps. We cannot specify school certificate holder to be president of or premier of Western region. That would be fundamental change. Okay, now to your question. I'm a student of Nigerian politics. You cannot pass anything to National Assembly. It's a total waste of time. Number one. Number two, the Assembly has already said they are interested in small changes. Every 4 years, they do a little bill, they pass a little thing, that is it. So, whereas the president and the presidency can submit a bill to the National Assembly, it has a higher chance of passage. For the viewers, you might remember that in 1999, Obasanjo sent a bill on EFCC. He sent the bill on ICPC to the National Assembly. it was passed without any problem. So I drafted a document. It was meant for the President, Bola Tinubu. I'm appealing to his sense of patriotism and sense of reason. He will take that document I sent to him, give it to the Attorney General of the Federation. They will now produce a proper bill, and the President will put his weight behind it. It will now be sent to National Assembly. National Assembly will pass it into law. And the law I'm expecting, it is for a National Assembly to say, Nigerians, in the next 1 year, go and discuss how you want to live together. Go and discuss how you want to save costs.
Okay, this is what you are hoping, sir. This is what you're hoping that the president will do. But when you delivered that document, what was his response? What did he say to you? Was it something that encouraged you, or there was no response?
The president is too remote for us as citizens in Nigeria. You don't just say the president like that. Of course I could, but the most thing is I submitted the letter in his office. It was stamped received, and it's in the news waves now that I've submitted a letter to him. I sent a copy to the Senate President. It was stamped received. The same copy I sent to Speaker of House of Representatives. It was stamped received. With the news channel, what we're having now, the country knows now the president has my document. So the ball is in his own court.
So might I ask the reason? You mentioned that getting to the president is not always as easy as that, but that this document has been presented to these various offices. So I would like to ask, was it a strategy bringing it to the media first so that there will be some momentum before you take it to the president?
The strategy is that, my own view, I want to see whether Nigerians see some reason in it. So I released it to the public for about 2 weeks. And the feedback I'm getting shows that people believe the change is necessary. And the time has come for us to consider a new way. My document contains the features that I would like to see in the Nigerian Constitution. So it has gone viral.
Okay, what is your support base, quickly, in the interest of time? What is your support base for this bill? Because I'm not sure now if the Senate has responded, but I know that the House of Reps have said that they don't have it before them. And then some analysts are faulting the way you are presenting it, because you're not actually looking to present a bill to the House. You're looking more at the Constitution. So there is a different way. So what is your support base? Because to drive this, you need some support.
Okay. I wish I have time to give you more details. The idea has gained traction. For example, the Midwest region are already in touch with them. They like the idea that they want to have autonomy of Midwest region. In the Middle Belt, there are 2 regions. Eastern Middle Belt region, Western Middle Belt region. In the next 2 weeks, they are going to come out to say they want these regions. And then I've appeared so much on news channels. The Western region has been the solid base for regionalization. Please, let's not be worried. In anything, you cannot get 100% support. We need only 60% vote eventually. But the effort we are making on your channel tonight is to enlighten the public, and the public are buying into this idea. This system where senators, governors do what they like cannot continue forever. A change has to come. People are being awakened. I must thank your management for giving me this opportunity for a second time. And I've been on other channels, so, and not paid for, and it's free.
Yeah, because any idea that will bring us prosperity is worth exploring. And the purpose of media organizations is to educate people and give them options for thought processes that will improve our lives. So in closing, I'd like to ask you what your next steps would be. You don't seem to enjoy, you say you need 60%, but you don't seem to enjoy the support of the House of Representatives of the legislature. But you have some support already. What would be your next steps in pushing this proposal?
Mr. Akin, House of Reps, spoke 2 weeks ago. He said that at that time they have not got a copy of my document. He didn't disown it. The word disown is media word. He just said we have not received the document. 2 weeks ago is not today.
True.
So they have it now.
Okay.
Can you consider my idea on merit, on value, on impact for change? My next step now is to keep talking about it, and many more people are talking about it, and we know we must do something before October this year. We must have 1 year to start on a new journey for Nigeria, so that in 2027 we have a new constitution to run the elections. At that time, I should be qualified to run without paying a kobo to get nomination, and I should be able to win without going around the country. That's my goal.